Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching the video. I know it's been a long time since you've seen my face. I say it every video. Every time I come back, I say I know it's been a long time. Cause I know it has, and I know you guys enjoy watching. It's just tougher and tougher every day for me to give this channel the attention it needs, and so I apologize for it, but life goes on, man. I got a lot going on. So I will say, I know some of my most popular videos and why most of you guys follow is because of my trip videos. Well, we just got back from a 2-week trip in Colorado, and we hired my buddy Baker Overland, Caleb Baker, and he shot and edited this unbelievable video of our time there. So it's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on the Backwoods Adventure Mods channel. I've been spending a lot of time on Backwoods and just trying to get that brand up there, and it just leaves little time for the personal channel. So if you don't already, please follow Backwoods. That would mean a ton to me, to us, to our team. But watch out for that video. It's seriously, I've seen little snippets of it. It's not complete yet. Probably by the time this video comes out, it'll be close. But holy cow, man, it is so epic and beyond my capability of filming and editing. Like, it is so professional. So check that out, please. Please, please, please watch that. All right, but you didn't click on this video to hear that. You clicked on this video to hear about this G900 Tripro, if I can say it right, from Wolfbox. So we're talking cameras. We're talking sweet LCD screen cameras. If you've been following for a while, you already know that I have one. So this is the G900, just the regular one. I've had this one for two and a half years, maybe 3 years. It has been working great. However, it just started crapping out on me, and I've reached out to Wolfbox, and they have a bunch of troubleshooting suggestions, and I haven't got to them yet. So the communication with Wolfbox, I can't talk today, has been very good. So I feel good about like their customer service aspect, and like even if this unit is a dud for some reason, I feel like they'll be awesome and get me fixed up. But this one, I don't want to preface that Wolfbox sucks, but this one has just I don't know, it's just, it comes on and then it turns off. So I need to do their troubleshooting steps and get this one fixed and maybe put this in my other car. But besides the recent weirdness going on with that, this thing has been amazing, and I've hated not having it very recently because I can't see anything with the canopy on the back. So I'm excited to replace this. Also, the cool thing with this one is the Tripro. So you get 3 cameras, which is kind of nuts. So I'm basically going to be like a FBI surveillance guy with this. 3 cameras, and what's cool with this one too is I believe they have this is the kit that it helps you mount it on your window without the factory one. So the factory one, the one I have now, it clamps. Let's see if I can show you. Maybe not. It clamps to the OEM one. So it's like you're sandwiching it, and it's this big thick thing, and it looks stupid. So this is going to be very clean. It's going to look sweet. It's just going to dress it up a lot. So I'm excited about that a lot. But anyway, what's cool about these cameras is you can set them anywhere. So there's 3 of them. Let me get this thing out. Super slim. Looks really good. This is also a dash cam as well, right here. So that's sick. Little memory card in there. I believe it already comes with one. Your GPS, your rear camera plugged in here. So very sweet. I think that's the power on button, kind of like the old model. But what's improved here is the resolution, and a bunch of little things, plus the added camera. Let's see what we got. This looks like a bracket. Little user manual. Really nice packaging. Whoa, as I get into this, it's getting nicer. Somebody's been looking at Apple. Very cool. So, yeah, bumper camera, a rear camera, and then I'm guessing they're counting the third camera, obviously, as the dash camera. So, power supply with car charger, accessories, GPS, your other rear camera, cable clips. Super cool, man. Also, if you have like an older truck or something and it doesn't have a backup camera, obviously this is freaking sweet to have. You can just swipe or whatever and you can see your rear camera, and if you set it on your bumper or something. There's a lot of ways you can use this. Honestly, I don't think I've really figured out how I'm going to use the additional camera. Let me show you what I got going right now. Right now it's just that, and then I have the rear camera mounted right here. So on the back of the canopy, up nice and high. I got that one there, and then right here is my factory Tacoma camera. So when I put it in reverse, this comes on my head unit. But up here is the additional one. So what's cool, and I'm assuming it's the same on the new unit, but when you're looking at the rear camera, if you swipe, there's different modes. So it'll split the screen. It'll do like the dash cam and the rear camera. You swipe and it'll just do the rear camera. You swipe just the dash. So you keep swiping and you get all these cool interfaces. And when you do the split screen, it's a fisheye, and when you do the full screen, it's more zoomed in. So we'll kind of play with that on the new unit. Yeah, man, I'm pumped. This is a pretty straightforward install. A lot of the time is just going to be more tedious stuff like hiding wires and tucking it where you don't want to see it. I am very excited about getting rid of the factory rear view camera and just having this up there. It's going to be so much cleaner. Also, there's two ways to power this, and the way I've been doing it is just a cigarette lighter. I have so much going on with this truck with lighting and everything, and I want to keep it a little bit more minimal, so I didn't do it to the battery. You can hardwire it to the battery. They make wiring kits for that. So here's how I have mine wired up. I just have it going under here, under this little plastic thing. Comes out right here, fits in this little slot, and then there's just a cigarette lighter right in there. So when you close it, I mean, all you see is that. It's not the best, definitely not the worst, but yeah, your wires can be tucked all up here, nice and clean. I mean, you don't notice anything. So very cool. Let me show you this too. This is what I meant about so it straps onto the factory camera, factory rear view mirror, but we're gonna yank that whole thing and just clean this up. So pretty stoked. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is just disassemble this one here. And I'm not really gonna walk you guys through an install per se. I'm just gonna kind of film at random times that I think is helpful. So this is so straightforward that I don't think it needs a step-by-step install. Also because there's too many variables on like where you're putting stuff, where you're routing cables, all that stuff. So yeah, man, overall this looks banging cool. So let me see what these are. Yeah, these are labeled. This will tell you 33-foot camera, cable, Type-C kit. So, yep. All right, I'm gonna take the old one off. All right, we got the old rear view mirror off with the old camera. There we go. And then we have the factory little mount still up there. Sweet voice crack. Over here, we got the new camera getting prepped. So this is the bracket. I believe this is an optional add-on, this whole thing I'm doing right here. Otherwise, you can just use the rubber bungee clips like I had in the last setup. But we'll take these little rubber bumper pieces off. I might need 2 hands. Maybe. No, it's coming up. So we'll take these off. I think they're stuck on there. Yep. And then there's just some screws right here. So we'll use those to mount right in here to make a nice little structure. And then this will mount to this, and then this to the windshield. So I'm gonna do that. Well, ran into my first snag here. So I'm missing 4 screws, basically. These 4 were already installed in this thing, and they were installed to sandwich this little plate down to give it more friction, to keep its place, you know, when you adjust the mirror. So these weren't meant to be taken out, but I saw that I needed 4 screws and I didn't have any, so I was trying to make these work to put into here and do that. But they're too short. Trust me, I've tried every single thing. So that's a bummer, pretty annoying. There's a hardware store right down the road. I'm gonna see if they have 4 more of these, a little longer, but this is the finest flipping thread ever. So I don't know, we'll see. Gonna run to the store real quick. All right, minor setback, but I got the screws, already put them in there. Some JB weld for a different project. Peep the daily. Come on, this thing's a 400 horsepower monster. If you're into fast cars, I made a video on, actually literally one video on this car. I did everything to it in one video, so that was fun. But this thing is an absolute ripper. A little behind the scenes. All right, got the new screws, and hopefully this thing goes on. Dude, so clean. Let's go. So this is like the set screw. Tighten that mofo. Let's go, man. Look at that. That is so much better, dude. Oh my gosh. It's like higher as well than the last one. That's cool. When I put my little sunshade here, it would always hit it. Okay, got some of this wiring started. I went ahead and replaced the power cable. I could have used my power cable that was in the last Wolfbox, but this one looks slightly different. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know, maybe it has a little bit different of an output or something, but I went ahead and swapped it. You run it down the A pillar and tuck some stuff up here. So I have the power cable in there. I turned it on, it does work. Your memory card's here, your GPS is here. This is the GPS from the last unit, just sitting here. I'm hoping I can just put this in there. I'm gonna compare this GPS unit with one that was sent in the new one. And then that last port over there is the camera. So right here, got the rear camera and the GPS. Yep, so this GPS is exactly the same, so that's cool. I don't have to stick it up there. I'm just gonna keep my old stuff over here. And yeah, so here's your rear camera. Looks like a pretty similar bracket than last time. Okay, little update. We got the wife fully decorating for fall and Halloween. Okay, I got everything hooked up. Nothing is routed, obviously, but I wanna do a test before I go through the trouble to route everything. My 2 camera wires are poked through the firewall. Everything's a jumbled mess right now, but I have one coming this way, which is going to be the front camera, and then one that goes this way up the A pillar in this little wiring chase under the roof rack, under the tent, all the way back, just like I had it last time. So that routing is the same. This one's new here. I'm not sure where I want to put it yet, if I want to put it right here or possibly lower. I'm still thinking right here. I think that'll be a nice view pointing down, so I might try that. But yeah, got them all in here. Moment of truth. Gosh, so this is all tidied up, which looks awesome. So everything's plugged up right there. Power, front camera, GPS, and rear camera. All tucked as best as I could. Right up there. Can't see anything, and then it's going along here, all the way down, and then I gotta put my floor mat and stuff in there. But let's do a little power on test. See what we got. This is real time, so you can hear it turn on. That's good. Then there's actually like a sticker on here with some instructions on how to, let's see, please format the card before using, use original accessories, blah, blah, blah. Ultra low battery, please connect to the power supply we use, which I did, bro. It's right here. And it's on. Let's see. Oh, I just took a picture. Settings, display modes, front camera, extra camera, rear screen. So, okay, right on. So, I don't know what the green is. Oh, the green is gonna be my dash cam, which actually, I believe it has a sticker on it. Yeah, see that green sticker? So, I'm learning with you guys right now. So here we go. I just took it off. Dude, I'm freaking FBI right now. Okay, it's time to take this off. Let's go. I am gonna refer back to that. I think there's some more instructions, but you got the triple view, which is absolutely insane. I don't think I'm ever gonna use that. Stuff is obviously upside down, which you can configure all that. But look at all these views. Anyway, oh, there's the dash cam. Very cool. Always recording. If you want to, you can actually tap this into your main battery and have this this run all the time, like even when the car's turned off. I don't care to do that, so just showing you. But there's a ton of settings in here. This looks pretty similar to the last one. There's just a little bit more features, which is pretty cool. So you can also talk to this thing to say like start recording or something like that, I think. Yeah, it can record sound. Yeah, just some more options. But for now, I don't think I'm going to actually film anymore, because at least for the install, because it's basically done. All I gotta do is tidy up these wires and then mount these cameras. So these are the cameras. Also, they have this little lens protector on them for now while I wire them. So they may have even appeared more fuzzy on that view I just showed you. But here's both of the cameras. So they come with some sticky on the bottom as well, so you can kind of set the angle that you want. Anyway, I just wanted to confirm that they work, and they do. So now I'm just gonna do this kind of tedious process and do all this. I mean, this is like such a thing, dude. I gotta run the cord back here, finish all that, but it's gonna be dope. Okay, everything is installed and nice and tidy, minus the front camera location. Having a hard time deciding where to put it, honestly. I had it right there just to look at like obstacles and stuff. Yes, it can get hit right here, but it's very rare. Then I thought about putting it up here, but I feel like it doesn't offer me much value right there. It's just like, I feel like I can see that, you know. Really, this would be cool for obstacles or something more underneath the truck. So I'm playing with different views here. So let me hook it here and show you what I was looking at inside the truck. If I can replicate this again. And let's go in and just see what we got here. mean, straight concrete. But like I said earlier, when you do this tri-view, they all become a fisheye, a lot wider. Like, look how wide that rear shot is. So you can see the front too, showing that. What I don't know is if you can do a split screen, just 2. I liked that on my last Wolfbox, personally. 3 is just ridiculous, but cool to have. There's the rear. I kind of adjusted the camera a little bit. Also, I don't know if I showed you the rear finished. So here it is. I did have this up top last time, and what I noticed is every time I went in my tent, because I go this way, somehow my leg, when I get in and out, would just bump the camera and mess it up. So this little bracket I just had laying around, and I put it up here, but I did it from the bottom. That way, if my leg or something hits this, it's not affecting the angle of that camera. I know, it's smart. So I'm happy with that. And if I need to adjust it, all I need to do is tilt it there. So that's looking cool. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna figure out where to put the front camera, and then we're gonna throw you to some footage of just driving it and show you what it looks like on the screen, and maybe some advantages of having multiple cameras. So I want to give you some real world usage as well, but I mean, it's obvious how it's gonna be used, but just want to show you guys. So later. What is up, guys? It's your boy Grizzy Graham, the Grizzy Glizzy Goblin, back with another video. God, I hate when people have like a YouTube voice. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm gonna drive around and just kind of use this a little bit and see what it's like, show you guys what I'm seeing. I can tell you right off the bat, this front camera is way more clear than the old one, than just the dash cam. So anyway, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of real world usage. I'm obviously not on the trails. That's where it's gonna be the most benefit as far as the front camera, I believe, for obstacles and stuff. But let's just be real. Most of us using this, you know, 95% of the time we're gonna be driving around town. So let's go. I can't like explain to you guys what this looks like because it's a screen recording a screen. But I'm telling you, man, immediately this just looks so much better. The colors, everything's so much more crisp. I can definitely tell it's a 4K. This is, I think this is true. I think this new front camera is the same as the old rear camera, because this front camera has a 4-pin connection and the rear camera has a 5, maybe 6-pin connection. I know the the rear camera is more powerful than it used to be. So there's the rear. You can see the rear is like much more, has like a lot of clarity. I don't know if you guys like edit photos and stuff, you know what I'm talking about. It's got a lot of texture in it. It looks kind of HDR-ish, but I think that's on purpose for the nighttime. I think it's gonna make the colors kind of pop more. But I don't know, I can tell it's looking a lot better as far as like the clarity and stuff. So we'll drive around and give you some thoughts. Okay, I'm not even down the road, but I wanted to say the colors, for one, that's really what's jumping out at me the most. The colors are like insanely vibrant. Maybe it doesn't look like it on camera right now, but the grass looks like neon green. Like, it is super bright. Same for like, there was a red truck back there. The red was ridiculously bright. So yeah, the colors are popping for sure. Again, I think at nighttime it's gonna look even better, because cameras at night, it's just tough without making them look all grainy. Okay, I'm on this little gravel road, and I want to show you the front camera and like the distance. Whoa, it just changed. That was interesting. I've never seen that. I mean, you saw it just change. All right, we're at the front camera, and bro, what's the deal here? Why is it doing that? I'm just switching, bro. Stay here. Okay, front camera. I have this little marker out there to show you the distance. But basically, this is in the middle of the screen. And I want to show you what that comes out to be. So, this is my little one finger salute. I don't know, I had that in the car, so it's my marker. But you can see right here, I mean, that's probably like 4 foot from the bottom of the truck. So basically you can use this as a gauge, you know, to see how far until you're gonna hit something. So that's what I was saying, you gotta like learn your distances. So, pretty cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna go stand behind the truck and we'll see what it looks like. All right, right here, I want to show you a little instance. Again, I'm not on a trail, but this is sort of simulating it. This is a super tight two-way dirt road, but I'm gonna turn in here and use this little pull in to back up and just see the room I have. So that's the rear camera. So let's get in here. Actually, they use the front camera. There's a little dip right here. Actually, that is actually a big dip. I'm gonna back up slightly. Okay. Got the front camera on, and there's this big dip right here. Like a ditch. You can see right there. Kind of cool. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'm definitely in the brush, but I still feel good about it. That's cool. And then we'll go to the rear, and then there's that little pathway. So you can see there's a gate back there as well, but we got plenty of room. Plenty of room. Super cool. So you can tell I'm pretty close to that gate. I'm still probably a good 4 feet from it. Oh yeah, I got plenty back here. So just a little quick way to use this camera. I'm really blown away about how good the dash cam looks. The dash cam is probably the best overall looking camera. I mean, it is super clear. Super cool. Dude, I love it. That is dope. I can tell it's gonna be handy. And maybe something where I don't want to keep the front camera there all the time. It's something you can switch around a lot. Something pretty easy because you're already wired for it. So that's dope. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Again, it's not meant to be super in-depth as far as like an install process or anything. It's more so just kind of how I'm gonna use it. And then a few just super basic examples of how it can be used. Again, like, we'll see how this holds up as far as like, you know, water crossings and stuff like that. Mainly the front camera. I have no idea, but the last version I had, or the last unit I had, the rear camera, you know, being exposed to the rain and stuff for years, no issues at all. So I feel like it'll be totally fine. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I definitely think these Wolfbox units are awesome. Even the old version I had was super cool, and then having the ability to add another camera on the Tripro, it's very handy. I will say, very handy. A lot of these new vehicles come with a front camera, but if you don't have one, this is the perfect way to upgrade it. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you a bunch. See ya.